Alex Zendejas made his decision. He could have played for either Mexico or the U.S. He was born in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, but moved to El Paso, Texas as a child, and he made his debut in January for us under Anthony Hudson, but it was a friendly, so he still could make that switch. He played for our youth national team as well, and Diego Coca, the new coach for Mexico, tried to recruit Zendejas to play for El Tri in this month's Nations League, but ultimately Mr. Zendejas went with the U.S. He is 25 years old. He needed to file a one-time national team switch to make that happen. He did, and now I feel like he adds to the depth chart. I find it interesting when we look at Alex Zendejas and where he fits in, especially I feel like he is a winger, and that might be our deepest spot. So I wonder at 25 years old, if you have the Mexican coach courting you as hard as he was and probably promising him some playing time, I don't think that anybody at U.S. Soccer, if we had a sporting director and a general manager and a full-time coach, could offer him anything more than what Mexico could. But yet he still commits. And he said his quote here, I'll give it to you. "I'm very proud of being Mexican-American." This has got to be hard. And I've had conversations with a lot of friends that are dual nationals and making that choice and disappointing part of your family that definitely wanted you to represent the side that they're most proud of. But he said, "I'm very proud of being Mexican-American. Values from both cultures and maybe the person I am today. I'm very grateful for all the opportunities the U.S. and Mexico have provided for me and my family. Making a decision on your international career is very difficult, and I believe in following your hearts. Mine tells me that my future lies representing the USA." I'm thrilled to have this guy on the team. And because he's going to give us tremendous depth, and I think he could be a real spark plug off the bench, but I don't know when I think about his future where he breaks in regularly as a starter, Chuck.
I don't see it regularly as a starter. I just don't. But a squad player, someone who comes in, rotate, maybe there's injuries, that's always a possibility. But at the moment, I don't see him being a starter on this team unless he makes a move to Europe and he's playing consistently on a big club and continues to grow. But he's not better than Christian Pulisic. He's not. He's not better than, in my opinion, Gio Reyna when he's at his best.
Timo Weah
when he's at his best. So and we don't know what Taylor Booth looks like with this group at his best. But given that, he's still a quality player. So you love the fact that you're adding someone who could fill in these different positions and the level not drop. So he has quality. He's just going to have to continue to improve. And I don't know what his ceiling is yet. He could have a higher ceiling. He could fit in incredibly with this group, but there's too many unknowns at this point.
Yeah, what I think is thrilling, and if we want to speak about the evolution of the U.S. men's national team, I would say, Chuck, and you can confirm or deny this, but about 6, 7, 8 years ago, we might be competing with Mexico for a player that was like a sub on a Mexican league team, like a good Mexican league team, right? I think of Paco Torres, who I think was a sub for Tigres for a while, and he wasn't like a mainstay. But now we're competing for guys that are contributing to their teams, and not just any team, but Club America, who are considered like the New York Yankees of Mexico, right? They win all the titles, all that good stuff. They have a rich history, and he's got 6 goals and 3 assists for them. And so he has become a very important player, and that is awesome. And I can't, I'd hug him right now if he was right in front of us. I mean, I'm thrilled that he's joining us. I just hope that he feels good about it in a couple of years when he's battling for minutes. But he's got to know that going in when you look at who he's competing against. And it's just not going to be the players that we're currently seeing on these rosters. We have a ton of really talented young players that are coming up as well. If he sets up on the left side and goes in on his right, like we have Christian do at times, well, you got a lot of left-sided players that are coming up. Caleb Wiley, 18-year-old, just scored a couple goals for Atlanta United. I know he usually starts a little deeper, but he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. You have Kevin Paredes, who's doing it at Wolfsburg right now. I mean, there's just going to be a lot of competition, as there should be. It's the national team, and we have a lot of players that are playing at a high level and doing some good things. It's an exciting time to be a fan